Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be reviewing NHL 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube, and this game released in 2004 originally. And I gotta be honest, this is one of my all-time favorite hockey games. And this game just works on a number of levels, and we're going to get into some of that in a little while here once I actually have a game going. But you're seeing this running on Dolphin right now. First of all, notice how great this looks on Dolphin, and I literally did a screen capture of this footage, and it looks incredible on Dolphin. And even if you compare this to PS2, the PS2 port of the game, this still looks pretty good. So I gotta be honest, I'm really impressed with it. The controls. Let's get into controls. Let's talk controls right away, right? And first of all, the GameCube controller itself would be a good place to start because that controller feels so good in your hand. You know, it has that great feel, the feel that a controller should have, that good controller feel. You really feel like you're in control, which is what you want. And the controller itself is so simplistic in nature that it's so easy. The buttons are, easily identifiable. They're easily distinguishable from one another, and it certainly transfers over in this game. So let's get right into it. So you have a unique button for passing. And again, passing really isn't the highlight of the game either. It's nothing really particularly easy, I don't think. I think that's actually one of the more difficult challenges in the game. But then you have, as other NHL games have done, you have a wrist shot button and you have a slap shot button. And there's a major difference. If you're going for accuracy, you use the wrist shot button. If you're going for a slap shot or a hard shot, or a power shot, you're going to want to use the slap shot button here. And I like that about the NHL series. I'm not sure if they might have introduced it on the ESPN 2K games, but it's even more prominent, I think. It's even more important in the EA Sports NHL games. So, that was a great feature, and of course, unique button for each different type of shot on the controller. I forget what the buttons are. It's been many years. I'm playing this on an emulator, so I've got a different controller anyway. I'm not playing this on an original GameCube controller. I have another USB controller I'm on. So you have that, and I guess, so that would be the control aspect of this game. Again, very easy to use. Animations, let's talk. Look at the animations here. Very smooth animations. And again, smooth, you can, in terms of the way they look, in terms of the way they feel, good physics engine here. You can deke out your opponents very easily in this game. By easily, I don't mean that that's not a challenge. But if you want him to go one way, and if you want your player to go one way, he will. And if you want him to go another way, he will also do that. And so, again, adding to the experience here. And this is just regular gameplay I'm doing. I'm doing exhibition gameplay now. Obviously, more strategy comes in to play when you're in season mode. And it's just a lot of fun, this game. It's a lot of fun scoring goals in this game because they do make you earn the goals, even if you're on beginner. So a lot of strategy in it. But I want to go ahead. I'm not going to just show a whole bunch of exhibition footage. I'm going to show how you can actually create your own team on this game. How you can. I'm not going to get into franchise mode either. You guys can look into that. Franchise mode really has stayed the same from the previous years. So you can go look up videos on NHL 2004, 05 franchise modes. But that's also a lot of fun if you're into the business side of things. But if you're looking just for great hockey gameplay, this is the game. And I mean, if you want it right now, right here, right now on a GameCube platform, on a GameCube console, then you go with this game because this game offers all of that and more. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to give it a perfect rating because the passing system is a bit of a pain. And I don't know if it's just me, but I try to do a saucer pass. I really can't do one-timers, which is kind of a bummer. But as you've seen, I can still pull off pretty good shots. And I can pass at very close ranges. I don't know. Again, it might just be me where I can't pass long range here. It's just, if I practice more, I'm sure I could. But yeah, beyond that, you have a solid hockey game. You have great action in this game. You see the graphics that look terrific. And really, if you can run Dolphin now, let's talk about the present right now. If you can run your Dolphin emulator and you don't have a good hockey game, but you still want to play hockey on PC, go ahead and download this from Emu Paradise. And that's honestly where I downloaded it from. And just go ahead and play it. I really encourage you guys to check this out if you're into hockey and you want a good hockey game on GameCube. So yeah, go ahead. We're going to go ahead and walk through how to create your own team here, which is super cool. So I just named mine the Chicago Tims, I think. And yeah, Chicago Tims, kind of a weird name. But yeah, so you create your own team, create your own franchise, your own dynasty. There's also a free-for-all mode if you're into multiplayer. games here. So especially if you're playing through the Dolphin emulator, it's really easy to play with 4 or 5 controllers easily. I think the game only supports up to 4, so you can play free for all, which is kind of like a 4-player shootout, so to speak. So yeah, really a lot of great modes in this game offered by this game. So I really highly recommend this to any hockey buff, any big hockey fan who wants to have a good experience on the GameCube. You're going to want to go check this out. And of course, you can play international mode as well, which I'm not really a big fan of. But if you're into the Olympics and you like Olympic hockey, go check it out. They have several different leagues you can play in. Outside of North America, obviously you can play all across Europe. You can play, South America. You can play. I think you can even play in Australia if you wanted to. So this game's a lot of fun. If you're really into hockey, I highly advise you guys pick it up. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that for GameCube, yeah, you can actually have a great hockey game experience. So, worked out really well. Hope you guys go check it out. That'll be all. Stay tuned for more great GameCube reviews to follow, as well as a Dolphin review. Take care, guys. That'll be all for now. Tim Linnell signing off.